Very good afternoon. It's Woody back to have a little quick chat, quick update. I'm in the middle of work at the moment in the ambulance. Students have just gone off to grab some lunch at the supermarket, so I've got just enough time to give you some news about my chat with the oncologist on Monday, discussing the result of my bone scans and my blood tests. First of all, she was very positive about everything, and she was saying to me, Woody, you know, it's a good result what you've got. The bloods are all normal. PSA's gone down again, so we're at 1.3. So that's the third month running that there's been a slight decline in it, which is great. That's always good news in my book. The bone scan, there is still traces of cancer in the sacrum, pelvis and prostate. So a little bit of a mixed feeling about this, because she said to me it's all stable. I was hoping to hear that they'd start to shrink, but that wasn't the case. So, and then I thought about it after and thought, well, look, they could have been worse. It could have been that they've all grown, and I could be sitting here now telling you that one of the tumours was twice the size as what it was, and the radiotherapy hasn't done anything, and yeah, things are going downhill. But I'm not. I'm just saying it's stable. The illness is stable, and there's no more spread. So I guess I'll take that as a win, and I think we have to take everything we can and change as much as possible to a positive spin on it. So yeah, I'm going to take that. I did feel a bit deflated, and then I thought, no, you're doing all right here. We're doing okay. And who's to say that in a couple of months' time? I had a CT scan yesterday as well, so I will have another maybe 6 weeks to wait for the results to come back from that, and perhaps that might show something a little bit more in depth, and perhaps it will show maybe some of the tumours have got smaller. I can only hope. And hope really is it's a word that we have to use with positivity. You hope. If you haven't got hope, you haven't got anything. You haven't got belief, you haven't got anything. So we have to keep believing in ourselves that we're going to be okay. And there is this huge, I believe, this huge power that the mind has over the body, that affects us in the way we think about things, changes our physiological being. I wanted to tell this story actually before the students come back. I told them this the other day, but I thought this was a fascinating story because it was about a guy who is a builder. He's fallen off I think he's fallen off a ladder, and as he's hit the ground, his foot has gone through a nail that's a really long nail, and it's sticking out the top of his boot. And this guy is in absolute agony, because he's seen his foot and he's got a nail sticking out of it. It's gone right through the whole of his boot. And when the medics arrived, he was in agony, and they got him into hospital, and they gently cut the boot off. And once they cut the boot off, they realised that the nail had not gone through his foot. It had gone through the gap in his toes. Gone right through the sole of the boot and right through the gap. It hadn't touched his foot at all. And as soon as he saw that, the pain stopped. And I thought about that and thought, wow, that is just the power of the mind. We have this, if we think one way, we can almost influence the way we feel. And that story just kind of sums it up for me, how someone can be in absolute pain and agony and not bear to put any weight on it or anything, And as soon as he realised it hasn't done any damage, that pain is switched off. So what does that tell us about our minds and how powerful they are? Anyway, I wanted to share that because I think that has a great bearing on our lives and how we perhaps perceive we should feel. With cancer, we tend to get aches and pains, and we may be making them worse than what they are in our minds. I don't know. I certainly know that when I focus my attention on the pain levels, they tend to go up. And then when I get distracted, they go down. Anyway, I wanted to share that. And I will be back again most likely in about 10 days. Have a little chat, see how things are going. And as usual, thank you very much for any comments. You made some really kind comments about, with some nice well-wishing going on. I love it. It makes me feel good. And please keep sharing your stories as well. Let other people know how you are, what you're doing. What are you doing to make it better? This YouTube channel can maybe help a lot of people like that. Anyway, till next time, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.